And we are live. Welcome back to a Dash of Sports Premier League show. I'll be your host and presenter, Dashiki Dash, and I'm back with another one, a roundup of the Premier League games, giving you all the roundup of the match week games. But you know, I can't do this on my own. I got my boy back on the show again, Coach G, Gerald Lami, back in the cut. But before we start, just make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button, comment, and help me to get these subs up. I truly appreciate your love and support with that. And without further ado, let's get straight into the show. Yo, what's good?
Yes, my bro.
G in the building.
It's been a while, isn't it?
It's been a while. I wish I had them buttons where you can go. Bah, 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 bah.
Hey, we need to the production. The production's coming
soon, bro. The production will be coming.
We need the subs. You know what I'm saying? We need the subs.
Subs up for me, bro.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? How you doing, my bro?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I got the bird call and I was up. You know what I'm saying? I got that bird call and I was up. I was saying, "Of course, come on, bro. We're gonna get another show in, bro." But I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Obviously, just been a little bit busy away from the show and that, but it's life, innit?
Of course, man.
It's what we got to do, work and all of that. But I just thought to myself, man, there's been so much going on with the Premier League. There's games this week. There's obviously Champions League is back. The top four races are heating up. The title back on. The title race back on. The relegation battle's going on. So there's so much going on, and plus trending stories, as we know, man. And all these footballers just wilding out right now. It's a madness. But I thought to myself, I can't do this show without bringing on my boy, Coach G.
Come on,
Lami, in the cut. Man, where do we start, man? Let's start off with some trending stories because there's been so much going on, man. We'll fast track through them because we don't need to go into them all deep in that. But man, we've had the whole Mason Greenwood incidents with what he's been doing. That's gone quite quiet right now, but obviously we're just awaiting in terms of, you know, what the punishment's going to be right now. Because do
you think Man United will take him back though, regardless of whatever the situation is?
I feel like they've washed their hands on him. I think so as well. I feel like they've washed their hands on him. I think the telling sign was the fact that they decided on not wanting to give him any legal representation. So with that being said, they just think to themselves, "Oh, you have literally just decided it's time." It's time. And obviously we've been hearing that they've been previous in regards to his behavior, maybe not outright to what he's actually done, but that's the rumors, that, you know, he's had issues with his behavior before. He's been warned before. He's had problems with you know, that kind of issues that he's been going through in terms of like domestic violence and all that kind of stuff, allegedly. So with that being said, if you see, it's like parents, innit? Like once you've been telling your child that, look, stop doing this, stop there, and you've been bailing them out, and then they wash their hands on you, then you notice, oof, man, from time your parents are giving up on you, that is pretty much done. So we're just awaiting for that situation to further come to light, and then we'll see what's your thoughts upon like Mason Greenwood and like obviously the talent and
it's a shame, man. It's a shame because, like you said, the key word there is talent. Like, he's abundance of it. He's probably one of the best young players in the world. Do you know what I mean? And I think now looking back at, you know, the whole England situation, obviously we understand like when Foden and Mason got caught. I think they were in Iceland or something like that. That brought girls back to the hotel, and everyone was saying that, you know, it's a racial thing, which clearly there is. I'm not denying it. Obviously, once Sterling come out and highlighted the issue, but it looks like it's more than more than that with Mason Greenwood at the moment, and the reason why he's been dropped from England. It's kind of showcasing why he was dropped in it. Because I was thinking, like, why is this guy getting dropped from England? Like, he should be in the England squad, but it looks like this could be the situation, and I'm not too sure exactly. I'm probably speculating, but yeah, it's a shame, man. He's got talent. Like, that's why I asked you the question. Do you reckon United will take him on? And I don't feel like they will take him back on. And if they don't, like, do you reckon he'll? I don't know. Is he going to get another club? If he does, would it be in the country or would it be in another country?
From what I'm reading here, from is it Sentiment FC, saying that something in the Manchester water, gigs, Nicky Butt.
You know, it's not funny, but yeah,
it's not funny at all. But it's just going to show like none of these footballers are exempt from normal life and stuff like that, and they're going through it. And like all we could just do right now is just wait and see what's going to be coming from in terms of the legal aspect of it. Julie, if he's found guilty, then by all means, everything that that comes to him, he has to obviously take it. And I think the main thing right now with anybody that goes through any type of criminal justice or whatever, if you are found guilty, then take what comes to you, and then hopefully you can come out of the other side a better person based on the rehabilitation or whatever it is, whether it's re-educating course, whether even if it's jail time, you come back on the other side and you can reintegrate yourself back into society. Whether or not it's going to be his football career, I don't know. These things are very hard to come by. You know what I mean? You're still in the public eye, so
yeah.
It's going to be difficult, but
my man's got a point though, isn't it? Obviously, Man United's got a track record of things happening. I just feel like I feel like it happens everywhere. I just feel like some clubs are better at just plastering over it. Do you know what I mean, or hiding it?
But the good thing I like about this situation, sorry to cut you off.
It's cool, bro.
If we're just talking in general, like like I said, no person is exempt, whether you're high celebrity, or whatever. If you're doing madness out there, you got to get called up upon it, and you got to be treated like everybody else, no matter what your status is within society. So it's good to see 100%. The fact that people are bringing this to light, and in this day and age, you got to act accordingly. You got to be the professional that you need to be, or just being a decent person in society. So it's going to be a lesson learned for many footballers and just people in society.
100%.
Just moving on from that, what other stuff has been in the stories?
Well, Foden as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Phil Foden. My man is doing some fighting. Mumsy's back in it. This is the thing about this situation, and we've seen it on many a times. And the smaller scale is we've seen fans or just people clouting in it, taking pictures. I've seen like sex objects being shown in front of celebrities or footballers. You're seeing people like trying to set up Cristiano Ronaldo's son by saying things. Obviously, Ivan Toney's had his situation with saying what he's saying. Like, we as fans or people within society, we always clamor and ask for these celebrities, these footballers, to be more open with themselves. You want more insight to their lives. You want more access to them. But if you are then treating them in this way, how are you meant to get the access that you need? You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised why players maybe not want to do man. Big
up, man.
Big up.
Make sure you're subbed as well, though. Yeah. Make sure you're subbed as well. He's subbed, Cool.
Appreciate the love. But this is where we tend to be like, oh, why are these footballers not signing autographs, or why they're acting social, why they going on bougie? And then these are the reasons. Like, so we're hearing the fact that allegedly, these were Liverpool fans at the Amir Khan and Kell Brook fight. What a fight in itself. And then there was, Foden's guy getting in with alleged Liverpool fans who are abusing his mom, abusing him, and then to the point where his mom's actually been struck a couple of times as well. And
I didn't see the video. I heard.
Man, nobody in this green and Blue Earth should be going through any type of situation like that, especially with your mum involved. Man, what's your take on things like this, man?
Yeah, I just feel like I get it. I get the whole rivalry stuff and football and whatnot, but I feel like we need to separate that when especially when players are out with their families, etc. Like at the end of the day, it's a job, innit? Like you don't see people from Samsung and iPhone going at each other. I don't know, they might do, who knows, innit? But I don't see them going out in public and saying, "Oh, you work for iPhone and Samsung and blah." Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we need to separate that. At the end of the day, it's work, innit? And I get it. Like there's a lot of passion within football, but I think when it's football, it's football. When it's outside of football, just leave it alone, man. Especially when you're with mom or you're with your wife or kids and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
They wouldn't like that if they were in that situation as well. Do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
especially he's a young boy, regardless of the age anyway, but he's a young boy as well. So to deal with that at that young age, like,
it's a madness,
mate, I'll probably handle it in the wrong way at a grown stage that I'm at. Do you know what I mean? So
I tell you what though, Mumsy, stiff jaw.
We saying she was out of here.
Better than Amir Khan, boy. Better than Amir Khan.
She needed to be in the ring.
She ate a jab and her legs didn't even buckle, and she was wearing heels.
Okay.
Like, yeah, man. If that was Amir Khan, man, that would have been linguine legs.
Baby giraffe, bro.
But yeah, man, definitely she was ride or die with it. She was ride or die. But like, look, you're 100% right with it, man. Let's not cross the lines. I don't even like when fans are going on and pitch invading and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you know, there was even Wayne Rooney had a fan come up to him while he was obviously on the touchline in a technical box, and you got like a Man United fan coming up to him and wanting to take a picture. Fans, you know, running onto the pitch wanting to take pictures with players. I get it, man. You want to get close to your idols or whatever, but at the same time, that then gives room for the people that are doing things for the wrong intentions to then capitalize and think that they can just aggressively go up to a footballer or a pundit. Even Roy Keane's had altercations outside the stadium. Like, you got to remember, guys, this is their job. Like, if they're pundits and they're giving views and opinions that you don't agree with, don't be trying to go and confront them like in person and trying to beef them because maybe they've said something that you didn't like, or like if it's a rival football player, or just listen, don't cross the line, man. At the end of the day, this is entertainment. Yeah. As much as you I don't know if it's ride or die for people in terms of sports, but it is entertainment. So don't cross the lines. And just appreciate the fact that, you know, you're watching and you're getting involved in football, and don't let the passion obviously overtake you in that, man. So,
bro, some things that I hear when I go to matches, from fans, I'm like, they wait the whole week to let go of the aggression or whatever's happening in their lives to these people that are on the pitch, that you wouldn't be able to get on the pitch and do any of that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
bro.
So, bro, like you
remember
said,
the match that we went to. I don't want to mention the team because I don't want it to make it seem like only one set of fans.
No, they're all. We've been to many games and
numerous matches, and
they're all like that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone, bro, you got 60,000 coaches and managers in the stadium, innit? Like, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got a view on things. Everyone should tell the players that they should be playing this way. Managers should be playing this system, bro. It's the beauty of the game. But like we said, in those 90 minutes. It's football, innit? It's entertainment. Results can go either way. Just go with it, enjoy it, man. Do you know what I mean? You're seeing high level athletes performing in a stage where there's a lot of pressure, and you're seeing them do things that majority of people cannot do. Do you know what I mean? So enjoy it, man. Like, all this abuse stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one side of the game that I am not enjoying at the moment when I do go to certain games where I see them just shouting abuse at players and whatnot. Like, bro, just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it.
The funny thing is, I like this comment here. You know, Phil should have hired a couple goons from Moss. We're not advocating for more violence or anything like that, but it's a shame that he's in Manchester. The fight's in Manchester. He's in his hometown. He's not really feeling like he's going to be going through that kind of situation, and probably he doesn't.
He's with his mum,
and like I said, he's in his hometown. He probably doesn't get that type of what's it called. And allegedly, it is rivaled fans that I've noticed that Phil Foden is there, and just not having the common decency just to respect boundaries and like you said, nobody those guys that did obviously went there to go and create all that violence and abuse and all that kind of stuff. They wouldn't like if it happened to them or their mums
100%.
or their girl or whatever. So it's just a shame. And look, man, footballers do need protecting, but at the same time, why should he? Like, why should he go and get protection? He's just going to a fight. So
I think that's the difference,
anyway.
though. I think that's the difference between the athletes here and say, for instance, like America. They are bodyguard up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
they don't waste no time.
Nah, but I think now it's getting to that stage because these players that we have, especially these young English boys that we have in the Premier League, they're becoming superstars. Do you know what I'm saying? They're becoming superstars and they're trying to be more seen in it. Like they're trying to be more like the people's where in America you would see people just walking around and but they're bodyguard up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas here it's like you think you can just walk around and bro, people are just you don't know where they're at. So
too much clout chasers now, man. Everybody wants to get on. Like I said with the Ronaldo Jr., Cristiano Jr., obviously innocent boy. Probably like he's had conversations with his dad, most probably in regards to just being friendly, being kind to people. People are going to want to take pictures of you because you are Cristiano Jr., whatever. So just be humble with it. It seems like he's a very humble young boy, and he's innocently wanted to take a picture with a supposed fan, and he's trying to trip him over with it, trying to set him up to say bad things and stuff like that. And he's just like, now he's going to be guarded. Now the next person that is a true fan that wants that photo up, that wants that video opportunity is not going to get that because one person has spoiled that for the rest. So my message is out there, man. Like, look, man, like the clout chasing is like, what are you going to get? Like a few clicks on your video, whatever. And most of these people don't even, it's not like they're building a platform for it. Like, oh, after the video, I'm going to, become a content creator and all that kind of stuff. You're just doing it just for the clout, innit? So it's frustrating, but this is the way of the world, and unfortunately there's just some real idiots out there. Just moving on, just to quickly just touch on more trending stories. Obviously previously before we had the likes of Romelu Lukaku going to Italy, doing some mad interviews. You got Conte also going back to Italy doing mad interviews.
Did he?
Yeah, man. All of this.
Okay, I didn't know
Spurs, that. But most of the time it's saying that it's all of these interviews. Supposedly, when you go and do like foreign journalists or foreign
they
countries,
try and translate.
It's always like lost in translation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is mad. And man, these guys just need to more on field or coaching than the talking, man. Because if you are frustrated somehow, just figure it out somehow, man. Because all of this trying to come back and saying that, oh, it was lost in translation, I didn't mean it. And now we're seeing the likes of Lukaku fully affected, 7 touches in 190 minutes of a game. It's a bit.
It's not. I feel like obviously it comes down to confidence. I feel like it could also be players just saying, yeah, you said you wanted to go Inter, innit? So we're not gonna play through you. Some players will do that. Some players will be like, I'm not gonna pass to this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to earn that respect again and be part of the team, and that's sometimes just how it goes. So, and I see a stat. I think one of my boys put it up. Like, yes, it was 7 touches, but it was 7 touches that was effective, innit? Like he was playing forward, but there was times as well where he showcased. There was times where players could have played into him and they didn't. They chose not to. So. Stats can be a little bit, you got to take it into context, innit, of what it was. But obviously, it doesn't look good, innit, when you see 7 touches in 90 minutes. However, again, he would have got more touches if players would have played it into them. They just didn't pass into him, innit? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
I think this situation just like when you're down in the dumps and you're down and things are not going for you, like everything is going to be highlighted in it. Like we can put it in comparison. Like Kane hasn't had the greatest start of his campaign, but it doesn't get highlighted because you're not doing extras. I think off the back of doing the interview and stuff like that, then people then start wanting to search more stories, and that's my whole point. It's just like if you are not firing in all cylinders, man, get your head down, knuckle down, and just, you know, get to doing what brought you to the table, and that's scoring goals. And I'm sure once he starts scoring goals again, he's gonna be
yeah,
cool.
yeah, he's a top class striker, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring this up quickly because I also forgot about this, and this is part of the trending stories.
Bruh,
Cristiano
okay.
Ronaldo spitting on Elanga, but I think this is a bit misleading because it was just a still picture. And if you've played football, as you know, myself and Coach G, you know, we play football. It is a bit of a disgusting habit, but spitting on the pitch does happen. And if you watch the video itself, he just spits out as spitting for spitting's sake, and unfortunately, he spat on his own teammate.
No way.
But the story's obviously gone around that, you know, he spat on his teammate and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's a bit misleading in regards to that. But, you know, a story with Cristiano involved is always gonna be a situation. And just the last thing in regards to the trending stories, because I'm just conscious about time. Cat Zuma.
Man.
This is obviously a story that's been ongoing. There's no point to really go into the intricacy of it all, but you know, in terms of just like how long this story has been lingering in the socials, in the media, has been mad. Whether or not you are, you know, for or against the whole situation, I think by now Zuma really knows that, you know, he messed up. And I think it's a situation now, like more than the condemnation of it all. I think it's now just in terms of just trying to draw the line and see now where he can move on. Because it's a bit mad now, isn't it? Like I'm hearing like football. Well, he's gonna get this anyway, because I'm hearing like in his last match there was footballers obviously doing the meow.
Bro,
meow noises.
Apparently, who was it? Someone, was it the Leicester game? No.
Yeah.
Was it Leicester? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Someone.
so they're doing the meow noises, and then you know, Rice had to go to the referee and be like, "Look, man, yeah, man, they're doing meow noises."
And fans as well.
But what's the referee gonna do?
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that, bro. Our guy Mikel Antonio said it right. Yeah. With that interview, when he said, "Listen, I don't condone what he's done." Of course not. Like he said, most people will be against it. Do you know what I mean? I'm definitely against what he did. However, there's bigger issues that haven't been resolved or been highlighted the way this has been highlighted. Do you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, like racism, for one, is one of the biggest things that happens within society and within football. And it's like we get a 2-3 week campaign and then that's it, it's done. Do you know what I mean? Whereas something like this, you're talking about players to get sacked, players to get fined heavily. Like, yeah, give him a little fine and whatnot, and obviously maybe educate him as well. And do you know what I mean? Just sit down. At the end of the day, he's a young-ish man as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's about education, isn't it? And yeah, I'm not too sure about sacking players and all of that, bro. It's too much, man.
For me, it's just like I think where the message has kind of been lost is in regards to reprieve, is in regards to forgiveness, is in regards to you know, people make mistakes. I think is the outcome of all of this is the lesson that needs to be learned within the whole thing. And once that's been established, that's it. You know what I mean? Draw a line under it, move on. But obviously, he's still going to get the stick. That's not going to stop. You know, that comes part and parcel with football. But everything else in regards to, like, you know, him being sacked, you know, the type of fines. How can you even equate? What's the barometer of the fines in regards to situations like this? People just coming out with all types of figures.
Man.
And then, like you said, when there's other issues that need to be tackled, the vim is not there in regards.
It's not the same.
So it's not the same, but. You know, this is the way of the world, and like I wanted to obviously bring this segment onto the show because it's just like it highlights the issues that footballers do go through, and these are normal human beings, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
they're not exempt to anything, and as you can see, they're going through their issues. But the main core of it all is the fact that at the end of the day, if it's not, you know, extreme and severe in terms of what they're doing, they can always get back to football, get their heads down, and get back to what, you know, they get paid for and how they entertain us as fans. So let's just move on to the Premier League, bro. In
The
terms of
tasty
football,
stuff.
tasty stuff. Obviously, we've been out of the loop in regards to the show, but we're gonna just jump straight in, and I want to go to what I feel like is the most entertaining of what is going on at the Premier League. I know that the Man City and Liverpool going for the title race is meant to be at the top of the agenda, but this top four race, especially the fact that it includes our team, Arsenal, many people would have doubted that Arsenal will be involved in this, but we've got the likes of Man United now, who I believe they're holding the fourth spot.
Yeah.
It's West Ham, Arsenal, Tottenham, and then Wolves. If I've not got that wrong.
Hey, you called Wolves from early still.
Yes, I did say that. Not many people, and it was just obviously based on Bruno Lage.
Your boy.
Arsenal versus Wolves this Thursday as well. So we'll
that's going to be a big one
in terms of just a little bit of a highlight and a predictions for that. But let's just jump straight into it, man. Top four race is heating up, man. What do you say?
Isn't it? It's tight, bro. It's tight. It's hard to predict, man. I feel like we've definitely got a chance just for the fact that obviously we're doing one competition per week. I'm not too sure if Wolves are in the FA Cup or anything like that. West Ham has still got Europa League. I think the squad's a little bit thin, so if they do progress in the latter stages of Europa League and injuries and you're getting to the nitty gritty stuff, which we're currently commencing real soon in terms of the top four, I think they might drop out just because of, again, the workload that they have. United, they're still in the Champions League. However, United have got players that have been there, done it before, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, once you got Mr. Ronaldo, he'll instill that belief. He'll instill that winning mentality. So I reckon United will be there. And then you got Tottenham. I feel like Tottenham, Mr. Conte, he knows how to get things done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like I reckon it's between United, Arsenal, and Tottenham, that fourth spot. I'm hearing some people talking about third for us. I don't know about that. They need to calm down.
That would be very much a stretch. I was just looking at where I think Chelsea on 50 points and Man United on 46 with a game. Chelsea with a game in hand. If anybody was possibly able to reach and catch Chelsea, probably be United, but the rest of us is a bit tough. But at the same time, bro, like, before the because you're just speaking about Conte, just before the City game, we touched on the Tottenham City versus Tottenham game. Tottenham have lost 3 games in a row, and a massive win for Tottenham in terms of not just in the context of the game itself, the context of top 4, and just in terms of form. That would have been 4 games in a row. Then the next game against Leeds, away, is not an easy game. That could easily be 5. So it's very crucial in terms of consistency.
Yeah, man, 100%. I feel like that win there is going to galvanize them. Do you know what I mean? And then give them that belief that it is possible, which it is possible for them.
They are City's bogey team, though.
They are. And I was saying that to my boy as well. He's a Tottenham fan. I was saying to him that you lot usually get good results against Man City. And he was saying, yeah. But he's like, I've also seen, Aguero slapping a hat-trick against him. So he's like, I get it. But at the same time, that is their bogey team. I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Of course, I want our boys to do it. It's just, for me, is the experience, the lack of experience from the team. It could go either way. It could be a thing where it's like they don't care, they're going for it, or it could just be that last hurdle again, as Arsenal always seem to just trip over. Do you know what I mean? So we had it with Emery, where top 4 was nil for us, and then last minute we drop out top 4, we lose the Europa League. Everything went to crumbles after that. But yeah, man, I think, for me personally, United, Arsenal, Tottenham. I'm gonna have to go Arsenal though, innit? I have to, bro. I have to believe.
But by the way, let me just put that before it tries to get clipped up or anything like that. Gerald was not saying that Arsenal are going to be reaching.
Nah. Never. I don't believe that.
That is definitely a a
Nah.
Twitter hot take
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. People were going mad. They're saying, "Yeah, we can get third." I was thinking, listen, just relax. Yeah, let's just get top four. Do you know what I mean? And Henri did say, like, if we don't get it, then it is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be. It is. I feel like this is an opportunity for us to do it. However, it's not going to be easy because, again, like I said, you got teams like United, big players there. You got Wolves that mate. If we get a bad result against them tomorrow, then
it's the shape of that top three, top four, then starts moving about because I feel like if we just go and touch on Arsenal as well, I feel like when we beat Wolves away, 10 men, 1-0, and we was getting dissed about celebrating and all that kind of stuff.
Becoming a rivalry.
You know what I mean? Is a situation where it just shows you like it's not just so much about the performance at the moment. Like obviously we want to see good performance, but what is crucial is about getting those 3 points. And if you need to grind out a result, if you need to go away from home and your back is against the walls and you come out and you pull out 3 points, then by all means. You've seen obviously Tottenham go to Man City and an excellent performance and they got the 3 points. But at the end of the day, even if they went there and they played dirty and they grinded out the results, it's the 3 points because the context of the top 4 is, Spurs, 3 games in a row you've lost. You go into City, which many predicted that Man City would just roll them over. And that would have been their 4th loss, and then we were looking at someone like Conte and thinking, oh, like, you are the manager that Spurs needs, but you're seeing that every game is a fight. You have to fight for these points. And who is it? West Ham, they dropped points against Newcastle. That was 1-1. Was Wolves, they beat Leicester 2-1.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be a draw as well. And then, Wolves pulled that out of the bag. So the teams are, they're winning when they need to win. And at the same time as also they're losing when they shouldn't be losing. So
that's the beauty of the Prem though, bro. That's why this week of games that have been played, yeah, that was a great advert for the Premier League. From like you said, certain games that you thought that teams should be winning, like Man City against Tottenham, and the fashion that the game ended as well was like incredible. Then you got what was the other game? The Leeds and Man United game. That was like an old school Premier League in 2001 where David Batty's going up against Roy Keane, muddy,
you would have
clattering each other. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The likes of
Oliver Viduka, and do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. So for me, it was like this weekend, again, Wolves against Leicester. I think the level of the Premier League has risen so highly. Like, we're looking at the likes of Aston Villa, Leicester, Wolves, West Ham. Like, these teams are creeping up. Everton, as much as they're at the bottom, like Newcastle just got taken over. They survived this season, which I think they will. Mate, they're going to be in the mix as well. So we're potentially looking at a top 10 soon that could all probably battle it out to try and win the league. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
bro, if the Premier League starts, like obviously, as we can see every year, teams are always improving. Undoubtedly, this already for me, this is the best league in the world in terms of
entertainment.
Entertainment. You can debate in regards to maybe the skill set, quality, or whatever. But in terms of entertainment, in terms of like competition and what you want to see from a league, this is the best league. It's not a situation where it's just like, 2 teams or just 1 team, if anything. Like, you've got many teams that are actually pushing for Champions League. You've got teams, maybe like 3 teams, if anything, possibly trying to go for the league or whatnot. But man, this is one of them leagues where you just notice of entertainment throughout. Obviously, you spoke about Newcastle. We'll go into like the relegation stuff. Just quickly, in a sec, just touching on this one because I liked this comment.
Yeah,
it's just the back of
he's right.
What you said about Arsenal. We're seeing the likes of ESR, Emma Smith Rowe, Saka holding up Arsenal, man. It's undeniable, obviously, with their goals. ESR with 9 Premier League goals. I feel like this is being slept on because he's in real good company with the likes of your Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo's, Emmanuel Dennis, all of these guys. And he's not really getting the fanfare that it deserves. But with players like this, and as we can see the comment, the lack of maturity, do you think that these players are able to push Arsenal to the top 4?
What, the young players or
Yeah,
senior
the young
players?
players.
Bro, it's that lack of fear in it. I feel like like I was saying, it can go either way. It could be that lack of fear could get us in the top four, or due to, again, the lack of experience of doing it. Not saying that they don't have the capability of doing it, but being in that position before, they haven't been in that position before. So can they get it over the line? That's the difference. And like my man said, he's right, bro. Like, this is the thing. We've got players from that should be, our senior players getting red cards. Like, what's going on
Yeah,
out here, bro? So again, I feel like it could go either way, innit? I feel like we've got a great bunch of talent, and I feel like we're kind of reshaping the club again. I feel like the Arsene Wenger era is kind of slowly drifting away, where we're getting a new look Arsenal now. It's a new feel to the club, where previously we still had that sort of mentality of the players that were there in the past. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, yeah, we're getting that new look. Whether or not it happens this season, I'm not too sure. I hope they do. But again, regardless of what happens this season, if we can keep this group together and add to it, add some quality to it, we're bound to get up there, man. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like if we don't do it this season, I feel like the process is going to be a little bit longer as well, to be honest with you. Because then again, we're going to have to go and get players that would want to come to the club and just, use the club as a stepping stone. Whereas if we had a Champions League spot, we're going to get players at a certain caliber. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
That's true. I like this. My problem is with the bozo senior players and the 23-year plus. Yeah, man. Look, I think I echo the sentiment as well. Like, when you are a senior in a team, man, you need to be trying to lead from by example. I understand the overcompensating. I understand in terms of trying to maybe be a little bit overzealous, but at the same time, we need you guys as seniors to be there to guide these young guys. But at the same time, look, if you're good enough, you're old enough, innit?
Yeah. Of course, of course.
So we shall see, and we've been very much highlighted and tooting the horn in regards to this situation with Arsenal. Nobody gave Arsenal a shout in regards to being in the top four race, and this is where we need to be at the end of the day. Not contending for eighth spot, anything like that. Pushing for the top four, and the likelihood is if we push for the top four and it doesn't work out, top six is where we'll need to be at, and then just grind our way.
I can't do this Europa League again, bro, man.
I hear what you're saying, but you're gonna see the caliber of players will just differ a little bit from what we've been going through right now. Players will tend to be like, all right, cool. Yeah, it isn't Champions League, but it still allows me to showcase my talents on a European platform.
Yeah.
And then look, man, we've been in semi-finals before in regards to Europa.
Been in the final, bro.
We've been in the final
as well.
So
you know what I mean?
It just shows you that is another route in terms of going to Champions League. So if it's not by the league, then it will be by Europa. And beggars can't be choosers. So push for the top four. As this is what I wanted from Arsenal from the beginning of the season, and many people laughed.
Did you?
Yeah, bro.
No, I didn't see it. Still, I didn't see it.
Even on this show here, I was just like, look, this is where I want Arsenal to be at. Like, in terms of, I couldn't give my oh yeah, I see Arsenal being there, but I was just like, we need to be pushing for top four, and I'm just glad that we are. And let's just see how it works out, man. We've named all the teams that are running for top four, and it's heating up. And
just a quick one, bro.
Yeah, go
just
on.
A quick one. Big up Aubameyang as well. He scored a hat trick, bro. Big up Aubameyang. He scored a hat trick.
Yes. I don't think anybody really could have. I don't think anybody was really getting onto in terms of him as a goal scorer, because his record speaks for itself. I think he's like the first player to play in France, Spain, Germany, and England.
And Italy as well.
Italy as well, innit? And he scored in all the leagues. So,
bro, we're dying for a striker right now. This guy's gone and bags a hat trick, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I knew that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, what we said about confidence, innit? At the end of the day, it's just like once the confidence kicks in, and now you're in an element where you're feeling your craft again, you're feeling your football, you're gonna score. I think at Arsenal, it got to a situation where he sacrificed his positioning, sacrificed
he did
the style of play for the team, and then it just got to the point where maybe as much as it's been dressed up that there was a big massive rift, I think Aubameyang got to the situation was, look, I've given all that I can for the team, and I don't think I'm able to give any more. And then you're looking at your age as well, and if you're able to get yourself a good move, which is at 32, 33, he's going to Barcelona. Not many players could even say that they can even get that kind of move. I know that Barca are slightly in the mud right now, but you know, yeah, man, we wish him all the best, man.
Yeah,
I like to see Dr. Oba doing his thing.
Come on.
Front flips and all, even though the hat trick was a bit dubious, come off his back. Pedri blasting in and come off his back. But hey,
bro, they all count, bro.
In the words of Batistuta, a goal is a goal.
Trust me, bro.
You know
come on.
But yeah, man. If we just move on now, obviously with top four. Actually, did you give your prediction or who
I didn't give my prediction. I said I'm gonna have to go with Arsenal in it. Like if I'm going to say someone, I'm gonna go for Arsenal.
Yeah, we're gonna be biased. We're not gonna be ashamed to be biased, guys.
Nah, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be biased. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna be biased. I'm putting it out there. Yeah.
Arsenal.
I'm visualizing it.
So we're visualizing it there. So yeah, man, Arsenal for the top four, last spot of the Champions League. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Come on.
But moving on to the title race, and like I said, you know, usually people will be clamoring to be speaking about that first, but we put the top four race first, and now we're going into the title race. Tottenham beating Man City, and all for a sudden now the talk is the title race back on as Liverpool gained their opportunity to fight for this title, or have they always been in the title race?
I think the fact that we've had like games that have just been postponed and it's kind of mismatched the whole Premier League table, innit? Usually we'd know, right, cool, this is the games that's left, etc. Whereas there's still teams that's played like 23 games, other teams have played 26. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like they're in it, man. They're in it. I think Liverpool, you can never write them off in it. The quality and the fact that they've had Salah, Mane, that was gone as well. Their two main players, and for them to still be around, like just shows that, bro. They showed it last season. Like they had no defense for pretty much half the season, and they still came third. Do you know what I mean? It just shows the quality that they have.
Quality team, man.
The manager, bro. You got to big up Klopp, man. Klopp, as much as he probably gets a lot of praise as well, he gets a lot of hate at the same time. But yeah, man, nah. It's back on. It's back on. It's definitely back on. You can't write them off. You can't write Liverpool, and they still got to play each other, right?
Yes, they got to play each other. I think it's the next couple games or so, which is gonna be very interesting to see. I think when I was watching it on Sky and the way the pundits were talking, like it's you know, a foregone conclusion in regards to Liverpool obviously be back into the title race. Is like they still got to go and play Man City, which is no easy feat. And like we've been saying in terms of the top four, all it just takes is for a run of results. You know, if Liverpool go and draw and lose or whatnot, then we're saying that Man City are, you know, yeah, they're gonna win this title. If Man City then lose or draw again, so it's very close. I've always felt like, as much as I've been confident, should I say, that Man City is going to win the league. I've been saying that Man City is going to win the league. I believe that is still a title race. You know, Liverpool are still in it. If Man City don't maintain form, and they will let Liverpool back in, and I feel like maybe with the Spurs game, it has given Liverpool the glimmer of hope. I know that Klopp has been asked many a times, can you see Man City in sight? And he's like, yeah, we can't quite smell their breath yet, but
he wants that morning breath, bro. Yeah, he wants to smell it.
He wants to smell that Listerine in the breath. But I reckon now Liverpool will have gained a lot of confidence from that Man City loss to Spurs. And like we said, man, Spurs are just Man City's bogey team. So I don't think,
because City had chances though, man. That's the thing. It wasn't like a game where you'd think, oh, City had a bad game. They had chances. Do you know what I mean? They're always going to create chances, and we've said it before as well with them, where at the moment it's like it's still not in like fifth or fourth gear, bro. Like they've been cruising games along, and I feel like this is where I feel like after that game against Tottenham, Pep's gonna brings something else to the table, boy. Like
What
he's just different, man.
What do you think is easier, chasing or leading?
I think chasing, because it's like when you're leading, you have that pressure in it. Like you feel like they're coming for you, in it. Do you know what I mean? So you're having to constantly just check over your shoulder. Whereas when you're chasing, you're just looking forward, in it. Do you know what I mean? You're thinking, I want to catch this guy.
Yeah. Just
I've got that term.
reach it.
Where, do you know what I mean? Bro, when you're leading, you might have a little look over your shoulder before
And
you
then
know you tripped over. Yeah, you're buckled there. You're going straight front forward, bro. So I feel like personally, I think chasing at the moment, because sometimes you don't have that pressure as well, innit? Because you're like,
Yeah.
people are not really looking at us like that. Like City's, like you said, a lot of pundits said City's got it in the bag. Do you know what I mean? The pressure's on you to maintain. So yeah, I feel like Liverpool
We've
right
seen
now
it
will be on
before.
them.
Liverpool have shown it in the past. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers, manager at Liverpool at the time, Liverpool leading, and then the infamous Stevie Gerald. Don't let it slip. Don't let it slip. And then
Man,
you end up slipping because obviously you're leading and you're trying to escape, but the pressures of leading. So I'll probably agree with you as well. Like chasing is easier, if we can say easier.
yeah.
But like, you know, Man City being Man City, you know, to themselves, man, yeah, losing to Spurs, you know that the next 10 games or so, they can just go on a mad
Yeah.
unbeaten run.
Training's mad right now for City. Training's mad. Pep's on them. I'm telling you, Pep's on them. Like, do you know what I mean? We've seen All or Nothing. If you haven't, go and check that out. Pep is animated right now. He's probably running with them, bruv. He's probably running with Foden next to him and saying, "Hey, come on, guys, yeah." Like he's moving mad right now, bro.
I kind of disagree with this comment here. Like, if you look like historically, in the last, God knows, handful of games, man. Like even example this season, Tottenham have beaten Man City twice. We've had infamous, the Champions League decider as well. Spurs went over to the Etihad and beat them there. So there's many a times Tottenham have actually turned up against City, and sometimes it gets like that. You know, sometimes you just have that team that no matter what, they just their style of play. Just
I think it becomes psychological, bro. Because it's like we've in the past this has happened, and especially at big moments, like you said, at Champions League, that was a big moment where Sterling scored, and then you see Pep just go into his knees, and it was the same thing again the other day. It was mad. It was like Groundhog Day, where it's just like Conte's jumping up, and he's just like Pep's like that, and it's like,
you see the fourth official though?
He was a bit suspect still. Yeah.
He looked like he had some peas on the game.
He's a sly City fan. He was like, yeah. That was a bit mad, man, still.
Just to answer that question, man, sometimes it gets like that. But look, not taking anything away, just to pull it up again, not taking anything away from the likes of Kane and Son during that game.
They had a worldie in that game, boy.
They listen, Spurs played a worldie in that game. And then also, you got to remember as well, sometimes when you are playing against the top teams, you just raise these players. They're not crap players, in it. Like they've got a standard, they've got a level to them. So when they're able to play top teams, they're able to reach that level. The issue with teams like Tottenham and many of the teams that are fighting for the top four, just to quickly dial back, it's just the inconsistency of it all. Like you'll play well against the Man Cities, and then next game against Leeds or Burnley or whatever, then you just, stink out the place. You know what I mean? And then you're going for a run of games, or either drawing, and then draws turn into losses or whatever. So it'd be very interesting to see where Tottenham go from this game against Man City. Equally to see, as you said, the whip is probably out at training by now, and
he's on them. He's
onto them, and just that's all it takes, man, for Man City just to win their next game, and then they just start going through a run of 10 games unbeaten, and then boom, titles there. So, but in terms of the topic itself, I believe the title race is back on. I believe that Tottenham beating City has opened up that glimmer of hope for Liverpool. But it's just now going to see whether Man City can lead this title race and not trip up anytime soon. So it's going to be very interesting to see. do you still maintain the fact that Man City is going to win this league, or do you think
Yeah,
Liverpool?
I think they're gonna still do it. I
Yeah.
still feel like they're gonna do it. Like I said, they haven't even been in like 4th or 5th gear. They've just been cruising through games and whatnot. Where I feel like now they're gonna up the ante a little bit more. It's coming to the real crunch time. I feel like they're gonna do it, man. I feel like City's gonna get over the line.
Okay, just briefly touching on, because once again, just conscious about time. Relegation. You spoke about Newcastle. I think pretty much they're the most, the name, the biggest name within that relegation battle, considering
Have a look at it.
who Newcastle are now. A lot of talk before the transfer window was whether or not after the transfer window with the purchases, will Newcastle be able to jump out of this relegation zone and obviously fight off the, I call it the relegation battle royale, because there are teams down there, Newcastle, your Evertons,
Burnley.
Watford, Burnley, Norwich. Now, the names like Watford and Burnley and Norwich are pretty much names that you can pretty much say that they will be likely to go down. But if you see it now, Watford are on 18 points, Newcastle on 22 points, and Everton are on 22 points. Leeds are on 23 points. Brentford, because obviously they've played 26 games, they've played a few games at 24. So from Crystal Palace, even 26 right down to 18, 17, really. Still room for you to be sucked down there to the relegation zone, man.
Yeah, I think Palace will be all right. I think from 14th, personally, I think from 14 Brentford to the bottom. Do you know what, bro? Burnley, the last couple of games,
bruh,
these have been getting results.
That 3-0 win was mad.
Brighton, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like their last couple of games, they've been on it. Like they've actually been on it. And again, people look at them and be like, oh no, they're gonna get relegated. Which obviously they're in it. They're in the fight, and they've only won 3 games, 2 games. No, let me see how many games they won. Where's their games? Yeah, they've only won 2 games, bro.
Goodness.
2 games and drawn 11, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the bottom. I think Norwich are done. I think they'll go down. I think the fact that Burnley have got games in hand, they're still in the mix, like to get themselves out of there. I feel like Watford might be gone as well, and I think it might be Brentford. Bro, they can't seem to score. They can't seem to score at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
They're decent at home, though, man.
They're all right at home, but I just feel like I don't know. I just don't feel like they got enough going forward, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Everton will be all right. Newcastle will be all right. We need Bielsa to stay in the league, bro, because this guy brings entertainment.
Them knees, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, I think it's time to the hydraulics have worn out, man. I think it's time.
We need him, bro. We need him. That's what I'm saying. Man. Them games against like United, this guy, no matter what game it is, it's going to be entertaining. Leeds, whether they're going to get battered 6-0 or they're going to win 4-0 or 4-2, they're going to bring something to the table. Like, look at that game against United. They brought it back to 2-2 again. It's just like
defensively, he's just woeful.
Bro, he doesn't know how to put his foot on the brake. Like he's just going straight. He's a crash dummy. That's what he is. He's just going full throttle. But yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like.
Saying, who's your predicted teams to go down?
I think Norwich, Watford, and I think Brentford might go down, man. I feel like Sean Dyche, he knows he's been there, innit? Bro.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
4-4-2, no, nothing less. 4-4-2. We're going pump it long to that new brother that they got, Wenger Horst or whatever his name is, like they're gonna pump it into him. They got cornet ice cream there as well. Yeah, bro.
They got up in his last game.
Bro, their 2 banks of 4 are straight British. Their front 2 of Cornet and Wenger Horse, whatever his name is, continental players. Bring that flair, get that goals for us. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Oh man,
what's that player? Yeah.
So Coach G's giving his predictions. I could kind of, not just to piggyback off what you said, but that's pretty much the teams that I would see being at risk.
Who are you saying though?
Yeah, like Norwich, Watford, guaranteed they're going down. The only thing I would say is just like it could be a situation, maybe one too many times that you go into that well of survival for Burnley, and yeah, man, you got to they got to rack up wins, man. The draws might not be good enough in terms of that. So I will probably still keep them in there in terms of the relegation. Only because I feel like at home Brentford can get the dubs, and that could be the difference. So
Yeah.
that would be what I would say. Newcastle, obviously they've done well, they bought well. We've spoken about it in terms of like, people were opting and thinking that they were going to get the sexy names, and Eddie Howe's just gone and got players that are going to grind in it, going to fight. And just kind of see it out. They've done well. They've got a nice draw against West Ham away from home, even though it was a bit of the goal was against runner play, but
yeah.
A goal's a goal.
They're gonna miss Trippier.
Yeah, Trippy's out, but I think that the spirit is high at Newcastle right now, and if they can ride that wave, then they should be okay. And like we said, the Evertons, Crystal Palaces, I think they've got enough quality in those teams to be able to avoid relegation. So just quickly, just touching on before we shut things down. Obviously, the games in the match week 26, we had Saturday's games. West Ham 1-1 against Newcastle. Arsenal winning 2-1 against Brentford. Aston Villa losing at home against Watford. We're dissing them about getting relegated, but they managed to get a win away from home. So that is a great result from them. This result was just left field for me. Shocking, because I rate Brighton highly, and they're doing very well this season. Brighton losing 3-0 at home against Burnley, and your boy Wengerhorst. I do apologize if we're butchering his name, but
his name.
Crystal Palace losing to Chelsea 1-0. Chelsea winning away from home. Liverpool doing what Liverpool does, especially against Norwich. 3-1.
Luis Diaz with his first goal as well.
Yeah, tidy finish as well. Southampton are no joke right now. I think they're getting back into their groove in regards to how they play. I want that guy, that kid up front, Broja,
quality player.
I want him at Arsenal next season. Arteta, make it happen. Edu, make it happen. Southampton won 2-0 against Everton. And then this game, man, was what a box office game, man. Man City versus Spurs. Spurs winning a 3-2 away from home. They're moving on to Sunday's games, which is Leeds versus Man United. Leeds losing 4-2 at home against United. The 4-2 looks flattering, but Man United were 2-0 up. Then it went to 2-2, and then they brought it to 4-2. Wolves, I thought this game was going to be 1-1, but they pulled it out of the bag as well, and they won 2-1 against Leicester, keeping their chances for the top 4 place alive, along with Man United obviously winning, Spurs winning, and Arsenal winning. No drop points there. So it's going to be tough, man, this top 4. Very tough. And then just moving on to the fixtures for this week, I believe. So we've got games today, Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to go to Saturday. So just quickly go through the games. Today's games are going to be Burnley versus Spurs. So it's going to be very interesting to see. So you're saying a draw? The draw.
I think Burnley, bro, I told you, 2 banks of 4. Old school. Yeah. Old school. 2. You can't beat it, bro. It's hard. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. What's going on here? Am I still here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just your picture's gone.
We'll just carry on. Watford versus Crystal Palace. That's going to be very interesting. Both teams need a win in regards to what they're doing. We also got. Have you got the fixtures in front of you there?
Yeah, I got it.
Just run through this. So from Watford versus Crystal Palace, go on.
Yeah, we got Watford, Crystal Palace. I think personally, we writ off Watford. I think they're gonna win. Palace just can't seem to hold off a lead, or always conceding late goals. Then we've got Liverpool versus Leeds. Again, Mr. Bielsa, bionic knees, as Dash would like to say. I feel like that's going to be an interesting game, end-to-end stuff. Definitely, there's going to be goals galore in that one. Well, I always say that for Leeds, in it, and it just never happens. But yeah, I think this one's going to be a lot of goals in it. Again, I feel like Liverpool's going to get the win there. And then tomorrow we go on to our beloved Arsenal against Wolves. It's becoming a rivalry at the moment after Neves' comments. This one's going to be a tough one, man. But I feel like we will get results. I feel that's going to be a tight game, but I think we'll get over the line. Then you got Southampton, Norwich. I think this is your back, Dash.
Yeah,
you're back. Yeah, Southampton, Norwich. Do you know what? I feel like this is going to be a lot tighter than people look at it. I feel like it might be a draw, this one, Southampton against Norwich.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like Southampton's been a great run. I don't know if they can continue it.
I think against Norwich, as much as Dean Smith has obviously gone there, he's kind of shown a little bit of an upsurge in terms of performance, a little bit. They've been playing better, but I just feel like they're lacking any type of cutting edge, especially against Southampton, who are in real good form right now. It could be a close one. It could be a close one. But I just think Southampton right now, they're going to have a lot more for Norwich in that game. But yeah, man, it's going to be real interesting to see those games there. And then what we got on over the Saturday.
Game week 27 after that.
Yeah. So game week 27, we've got Leeds, Spurs. That is going to be a real interesting game. So off the back of, so this is what I was saying. If Spurs lost against Man City, then go to Burnley and then go to Leeds, it would have been peak for them. So that Man City game kind of just broke it up.
Yeah.
These games are going to be difficult, but Leeds are just so open. I think I can only see Spurs winning that game.
It's going to be a tight one, man. I feel like with Leeds, you don't know what you're going to get in it. They might turn up and then just slap you, like fall past you, and then you're thinking, boy, we're in the muddy waters right now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, Leeds are just open, innit? I'm not too sure. And plus, they haven't had their main players in. No Calvin Phillips, no Bamford throughout this whole season.
Yeah. It was a bit weird as well that Bielsa left Rafinha out against in the Man United game. So.
I think it's probably some disciplinary stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Next game. So these are the 3:00 kickoffs. We've got Brentford versus Newcastle. That's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. Down there, it's crucial in terms of winning the game, as we spoke about the relegation battle. So it's a game that I can just see can go either way personally. Maybe I might give Brentford a little bit of the edge because they're at home.
I'm going Newcastle, man.
You got Newcastle, yeah?
Newcastle, yeah.
Brighton versus Aston Villa.
I don't think Brighton can lose 2 in a trot like that.
Yeah. Can't, man.
Yeah, I can't see them losing 2 in a trot in that. It might have been a bad day in the office against Burnley, but
we'll see Brighton through that.
I see a draw, this one.
Yeah.
I can't see Villa losing again as well.
Crystal Palace versus Burnley. Another difficult game. Tough game, man. Both, once again, Burnley obviously trying to look for points. Crystal Palace need that dub. I think too many draws and then losses as well is not helping.
I'm going Palace though. I'm going Palace.
I'm going for a draw. Man United versus Watford. We've seen it before. You remember I called this game last time?
You did. I think we're in a different stage though.
But it's not the same Watford. Man United to win this game.
Yeah, same.
Everton versus Man City.
Everton's going to get slapped. I think they're going to get slapped, bro.
Everton,
that's City's next. That's City's next game, innit? After
it is
since the top. Next Prem game. I feel sorry for whoever's next up, boy. I think they're gonna just turn up.
This is going to be a game. I am not
West Ham Wolves.
West Ham Wolves. Bro, this can go either way, man. This can go either way. I think it will. Yeah. Yeah.
What are we saying? Nah, you're Bruno Lage
No,
FC, bro.
I say a draw, but it also kind of the game against Arsenal will also have an effect, because if they lost against Arsenal, they definitely want to go into that next game playing away from home. Defensively, they're really good, so they could go to West Ham and just be like, look, we've lost against Arsenal, we don't want to lose again. Or it could be a case they beat Arsenal and then they go to West Ham and then their tails are up and they're ready to rock and roll. So it'll
Could go
be
either way.
equally West Ham have been decent, but I think like they're kind of flagging a little bit. So it's going to be interesting. Those are the games that are going to be taking place very soon. Obviously, we've got games tonight, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday. Football galore. This is the way we love it. This is the way we live for these days and weeks when football's about, because without it, man, it's always just like, oh man, what's going on? So I'm just so glad that we're really getting to that crescendo part of the season, and
crescendo.
Things are coming together real quick. So all the points, man, that's the name of the game right now. Just gaining points. You losing points, boy, you're losing positions.
Trust me,
there, man. You're losing positions. But love as always, my bro. We've come to the end of the show. We've obviously round up the week, match week 26, and we've given our predictions for match week 27. Anything you want to add, man? What's been going on?
Bro, all good, man. Yeah, bro. I've taken my foot off the gas a little bit of my own content. Just trying to, just take a little break, man. I feel like I've just been going for the last year and a half, coming up to 2 years of just doing content every single week, and we're not getting paid like that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So but I enjoy, regardless of payments or whatnot, we enjoy it, innit? Do you know what I mean? This is why we get up. Like I said, got the bird call this morning. I'm up. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Do you know what I'm saying? We enjoy it. But other than that, content will come out soon again. When, I'm not too sure, but it will come out real soon. And yeah, man, just I'm up for just doing more things like this, bro. Like just having general conversations and that, and getting the people in the conversations, like my man that was in today, man. I like the interaction there.
Appreciate it, man. Like Sentiment FC there.
Cheese, Sentiment FC.
Yeah. I know he had a lot to say today. We appreciate the interaction, man. Once again, appreciate it. For those obviously that don't know, man, go and check out Coach G's content. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on Instagram. Anywhere you find him, just pop him a little message, man. Say hi, whatever, and then obviously subscribe. And then, go and tell a friend as well, man, so they can subscribe, and you know how the chain works. So really appreciate all the links will be in the description area there. So there's no excuses about, I don't know. Look, his name's right there as well. His hat is right there. So, you know what I mean? So go and check him out. And man, this is the, a Dash of Sports Premier League show. If you need more information about future episodes, just go and check out A Dash of Sports. That's on Instagram and also on Twitter. And I'll also leave the link in the description area. So once again, you've got no excuses about knowing where to go and check things out. And until the next time here on the Premier League show, guys, thank you so much. But we out. Peace.